Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the Skunk Work TF-104G. This is an aircraft that came out a while back. It's actually pretty cool. It's relatively cheap. I got it on sale. I picked it up. And I wanted to do a review on it. Now, it comes with a lot of different liveries about, let's see. There's 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 different liveries. Pretty cool indeed. And today we're just going to pick one of the classic ones. Let's go with, let's see here. The U.S. Air Force. We're going to be in Area 51 over in Groom Lake. We're just going to look over this plane, see how it flies, see how it handles. It has a cruising speed of 450 knots, 65,000 max altitude, a duration of 2 hours, and 950 nautical miles. With that being said, let's get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to this channel. Smash the thumbs up if you are enjoying these videos. We are an aviation enthusiast channel. We're growing strong. We're going all the way up to 100,000. Hopefully one day 1 million. If you guys want to be a part of this channel, come and join us. We also do live streams with different planes each and every day, almost, when we can. So, So I started this thing cold and dark, and it didn't do it correctly, so let's just jump back in. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I've been having issues. We just actually reloaded this simulator with Microsoft Flight Simulators update. It could be due to the issue with that. However, I want to get a good feel for this aircraft. So we'll go ahead back to the map and try to load it once again. Alright, see, I loaded it here, as you could do, right? And then I turn it. I want to show you the process of starting up the aircraft. That way you can get a little bit of an understanding of this plane as we get started with the flight. We're basically just going to do a little bit of a cycle. We'll fly up and around Area 51 and come back down in Groom Lake, hopefully for a landing successfully without crashing. That's the plan. Will it happen? Only time will tell, my friends. So here it is. It's beautifully modeled on the outside of the aircraft. It does have some cool little features like these clips that hang off, and when the wind is blowing, they do blow. So right now we don't have any wind, it looks like. So that is pretty cool. A big giant jet engine like that. It's pretty much, that's pretty much what this is. It's just a giant engine with tiny wings, right? But I don't know. I find this plane very fascinating and pretty cool. So if I can remember how to start it up, we do have to pop out the map. If you click here on this spot, it will pop it up. And then we could just go to the next page here. And we can load tip tanks. If you want to see about going supersonic, we could do that. It does have underneath tanks too if you want to get crazy with it. We're going to just do the tip tanks for today. And as far as the next page here, we connect the EPU. You have to start this thing by connecting the ground power unit out here. It comes with air stairs too for the both I guess pilot and co-pilot to get in, and then you have to press that, and now this will start the APU. It will start running up here, and of course we'll get this baby started. All right. Available to start. Okay, so to get started here, let's go ahead and we'll put on I don't know, the APU should automatically start, I believe so, right? Oh, you can open the doors too. This is another cool feature I got to show you real quick here. Does it have other ones, right? I don't know what these do, to be honest. All right. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing started. To get this uncaged, you have to go down here. To I believe there's a switch down here that you have to click. Let me put the brightness on. Where is that switch? Is it on this side? This you go to TA, click it twice. That we don't need. Turn that on. Alright. That's coming up to full percent now. This guy took the ladders away. We can close the canopy. It's a noticeable sound difference in that. Alright. Okay. Now, to uncage the altitude indicator here, let me put that away. Let's see what we can do. Let's turn the oxygen on here. I know there's a... Oh, here it is. Okay, you put it to standby. And when it turns green, I think we could switch it to the next one, right? And we can switch to here. And now you have to wait for that. And now this will start activating once this blinks. We just have to wait for it. There it goes. Now it's starting to blink. Switch. And now it's uncaged. Alright, so that's how you uncage that. Lightning link can come on. And we're pretty much ready to go at this point. There's not too much to do with this. We'll set the altimeter. This thing has a little panel. There's a lot to learn about this thing. You can fold those back as well. It's pretty cool indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and take off the brake here and get rolling. You don't need a lot of power to have this thing roll. It's very well modeled. Pricing is good, modeling is good. I would say visual modeling on the exterior is definitely a 4.5 for sure. Let's go check it out and see how it flies though. We're just gonna try to do a cycle. I gotta say, like, I'll recommend this if you're into old school planes like this. It's not bad. It's like mid-range aircraft. You know what I mean? It's not like the best quality, not the worst. But it is a very unique aircraft and really cool to fly. And it's super. The outside sounds. I just want you guys to hear this. Okay, so inside I have the headphones on just so we can talk here. But if you go to options, general, and you go to sounds and switch it to off. Listen to this thing. This is just pretty much idle. We are going a little bit fast here, and we're going to turn onto the runway. We got to do flaps full for takeoff. This thing needs flaps full for landing and for takeoff. I believe that's how it's done. But you're going to have to keep power in for the landing. With this aircraft, it's going to be necessary. And you're going to hear how this thing screams. I got to say, the sound quality of this is a good 4.8, like out of 5. Top of the line sound as far as exterior. Interior, it's not too bad as well, but... Alright, now control wise, it's a little bit hard to control because it's like, you know, you really gotta try to take on it. putting left rudder in slightly right now. Left rudder, left rudder, left rudder. And it's just wanting to escape. I got to put more and more rudder in as the power goes. We're already at 150 knots, going to 200. Takes off about 180 to 200 knots here, so we got to start rolling back here, or we're going to crash. Thing is insane. Show you what it looks like at night. It's incredible. Now look at the Mach speed. We're almost at 20,000 feet already. All right, so if you want to level off, you can roll it. And then come back around and pull the power a little bit here. And that should settle us down. There we go. I'm gonna pull back out of power mode. Yeah, this thing is pretty cool, man. I gotta say, it's really nicely done. Now, I want to show you the heat of it. This is the interior of it at night. The radar has a separate thing that you have to load up in order for it to work. I don't have it loaded, but you can use it if you add on the wear. That's what it looks like screaming at night. All right, let's go back to the day here, and we'll try to take it back down. We'll take it back down to Area 51 for a landing, if we could do that without screwing that up. It's very nice, man. I gotta say, like, this is really cool. Like, I would not mind flying this more. Even in a live stream, it would be fun. It's very stable. It handles very well. Obviously, you have to have really good airspeed for it to handle good. You know, you don't want to go any slower than you have to with this thing. Under 200 knots, you have to have flaps full, and you're gonna have to keep your speed up on landing, because the lower the speeds with this thing, it just gets more and more out of control to the point where you can't even control it anymore. So you want to land high speed, so you want a long runway. I think you can land with a short runway too if you get good with this one. I forget what the landing equivalent is for this thing, but this is the this thing is properly nice, man. It really is. Like, I'd have to say, I definitely recommend this one. All right. That's Groom Lake in front of us. I'm pretty sure the Jetstar has probably been over there before, which is a really cool name for an aircraft too, by the way. All your lighting systems are in this area over here. I believe these are all your lightings. You got your panel lighting, your flooring, your flash, your strobes, like your cause panel lighting. So pretty much everything you'll need. And as you can see at night with that stuff lit up, it does look really nicely done, you know. You really got a good visual here with that. All right, so let's go ahead and try to give it a proper landing here without screwing up too bad. Keeping an eye on our airspeed here. I'm just gonna bring down our power. It does have speed brakes that come out the side, and they do work. As you can see, our speed coming down really quickly there. So we'll go ahead and put flaps, pull, and gear coming down. So nice. I love the way that it looks, right? Now I got to put in power, because with this aircraft, you need thrust to go over those flaps in order for us to create lift for this aircraft for it to land properly. So you're gonna have to keep that power in slightly. You don't have to go all the way crazy with it, just enough to keep it at 200 knots or so until you get closer to the ground here. Probably I should have put the flaps and gear down a little bit later on in the flight when we're close to the runway, but thank God there's no wind or turbulence today. It could be because I don't have real weather on as of now, but definitely a super fun aircraft to fly. And if you're looking for something old school, this is a nice one to pick up for a very cheap cost. I don't know if it's still on sale. When I bought it, it was on sale. I like to try to get the deals if I can, you know. But it's a beautiful aircraft, very well made. And the biggest thing for me is the flight, the characteristics of the flight. It handles good. It's a little bit nose heavy, so you got to keep back pressure on the stick. I think you could probably trim that out. I'm not going to touch the trim right now because we're getting ready to land, but there's probably stuff you could do with this plane I don't personally know about. This overall, I would definitely give it like a solid 4 as far as planes that I would pick up and put in my hangar. It's a very well-equipped aircraft and a lot of fun, especially for some place like this, Area 51. And every once in a while, you gotta just fly some old school aircrafts like this, you know what I mean? It's almost reminiscent to the F-111 type of feel, but it has less functionality. The F-111 has way more functionality, way more system depth. This one, not as much. It's more of a lower, like mid-range, but it handles really nice, and the sound quality is amazing, and the exterior modeling and interior modeling is very, very nice. So if you want to take a blast from the past, this is the way to go. Definitely a fun one. They got some cool planes coming out in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's always good to try different things and see what your skills are as a pilot. I tend to buy different aircrafts just to get an idea of different planes, how they feel, how they fly, and it also helps me to learn about other aircrafts, things that I might not have known, and I could put all the information together to start flying some of these aircrafts and getting better and better at becoming a sim pilot, I would say, right? But this is really cool aircraft. All right. See, it's very lightweight too, so we're coming down kind of sideways right now. I'm just gonna kick the rudder a little bit here. Oof. Eesh. Oh boy. Okay, so that was not the best landing, but oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm sure you guys can land a lot better than me. Well, we made it safely. I forgot to take my foot off the rudder. I got nervous on the landing, and I think that's why we had so many issues with it going back and forth like that. I was afraid to take my foot off the rudder until we got lower speed. But in doing so, we had jumped all over the runway there, so. All right, let's go ahead and turn here. It's very, very agile. turning, it's kind of like tipsy-topsy, so you got to really be gentle with it on taxiing. But it doesn't take much to taxi it. It's actually really nicely done, dude. I like it. I gotta say, it's definitely a solid 4 of an aircraft here. Let's go ahead and hit the brake here. I don't want to make the video too long, but I would highly recommend this. It's a... If you guys want to know any more about this aircraft, please definitely let me know. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down and see if we can get this thing turned off without screwing up. So it has good sound. I mean, I would definitely give it a thumbs up, you know. Anyway, let me know what you guys are thought. Did you pick this up? Would you? Do you like it? Is it worth it? And if you want to see any more videos, I might make another video on this. But I gotta say, it's fun. It's definitely a cool aircraft, and I enjoy flying this thing. It's got a lot of options as far as configurations too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked it, please smash the thumbs up. Let me know what your thoughts are of this aircraft, and if there's anything else you'd like to see. And until next time, I'll see you in another one. Peace. Thanks for watching.